Hello, and welcome back to Forward Progress. I'm coming to you today from my backyard. Absolutely beautiful this spring afternoon, so I wanted to come to you from nature and talk to you about some of the things that we do to ourselves that we don't know that we do. So this is going to be a little different than a lot of my other videos because I'm going to ask for some interaction. So here's what I'd like you to do. Find a place where you feel comfortable. If you're in a room full of people, you might want to step aside for just a couple of minutes or pause this and find a place that you can do that. But I do want you to stand up. So if you're sitting down watching this, stand up and follow along. This will only take a minute, I promise, and it won't be too uncomfortable, but I want you to do something for me. If you've sat through or been through one of my classes, you may have already experienced this, but it'll just make you feel better. I want you to be wide awake and alert as we go through this. So for this, I'm gonna ask you to stand up, and then I want you to stretch. I want you to put your arms out to your sides, stretch a little bit, get up on your toes, rotate your shoulders, whatever you have to do to increase some circulation, shake your arms out a little bit, something that'll make you feel better. Stretching is great for you anytime you're trying to learn. Don't sit down yet, we're not done. But stretching is great for you anytime you're trying to learn a new concept because it increases your circulation, and the better the blood flow, the better the oxygenation of your brain, the more likely you are to actually remember the things you're doing. So one, that's a good first step. Stretch, increase the circulation, increase the oxygenation, and make sure that you're awake. So here's what I want you to do. We're all gonna do this together. I want you, wherever you are, and if you need to put the phone down and just listen along, that's fine. But I want you to look up at the ceiling. Stare at the ceiling of whatever room you're in. Look up at the ceiling. And I ask you to do that because then you don't see everything else around you, and it makes you a little less uncomfortable or a little less anxious as we go through this activity together. So look up at the ceiling, and now I want you to find a spot on that ceiling, and I want you to reach for it. Both hands, reach up and stretch as far as you can. Reach up to the ceiling, touch the ceiling if you can do it. Reach all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching. I know, oh, you're doing great. Reach, stretch, feel the pull in your back, feel the pull in your shoulders. All right, now I want you to stretch a little bit farther. Reach a little bit higher, get closer to the ceiling. Stretch, feel that in your shoulders, feel that in your back. All right, go a little bit higher. If you need to get up on your tiptoes, do that. Stretch a little bit more until you're all the way up there. You're almost touching the ceiling. I love it. All right, now you can go ahead and put your arms down. You can roll them out. And I appreciate you doing that activity with me. Hopefully you feel yourself a little bit more awake, a little bit more rejuvenated, and a little bit more alert as we talk about this. So you can feel free to go ahead and sit back down now if you need to. You can pick up the phone again so we can see eye to eye, because many of you, if you've never been through my class, have no idea what I just did to you. Not only did I help you stretch, increase your circulation, hopefully wake you up a little bit, make you more adept and capable of learning what we're about to talk about, but I proved something, or I'm about to prove it, because of that experience. Because if you think back to what I said, after I told you to look at the ceiling, find a spot, and stretch up and try to touch the ceiling, I asked all of you to reach as high as you could, and you did. But after about 5 seconds, I told you to reach higher, and you did. And then after another 3 to 5 seconds, stretching and pulling and feeling that in your back, I asked you to reach even higher, to get up on your tiptoes, to go a little bit farther. And every one of you did. My point is, the first time I said it, I said reach as high as you could, and you all 100% believed that you were reaching as high as you could. We all make mental limitations on ourselves. We put a mental wall of this is as high as I can reach. This is as far as I can go. This is as successful as I will ever be. And we make that mental limitation, and we believe it. And sometimes it takes someone tricking you, doing an activity with you, giving you that little extra incentive. Sometimes it takes someone, a friend, a family member, a loved one, to push you, to tell you that you can do better before you suddenly realize that that mental limitation that you set for yourself wasn't real, that you could do so much more. Because every single one of you, and every single one of us, myself included, can do so much more than you ever believed you could. It's whether or not you can get out of your own head. Can you unrestrict yourself mentally? Can you remove those mental barriers and that glass ceiling that you see for yourself, and realize that as long as you prepare yourself and you work correctly with the right goals, with the right preparation, with the right forethought, you can achieve whatever it is that you put your mind to. You have that ability innately if you don't hold yourself back. It's a very short edition today, just something to think about. What kind of mental limitations have you put on yourself? What kind of things have you stopped yourself from doing simply because you thought, no, I can't do that? Yes, you can. Stretch a little farther, reach a little higher, and if you need to, get up on your tiptoes, because you can get there, right? Remove those mental limitations, and you'll be shocked at what you can accomplish. That's all I have for you for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching on the Facebook channel, please, if you liked that content, go ahead and give me a like. Share that with someone that you think may actually benefit from it. Share it directly to them or share it on your page. I appreciate it. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe right up here for more videos. Watch one of my other videos down here. I have one that goes right along with that, opening up your mental limitations. Goals will be one of my next videos, so please pay attention to that. I would love to hear your comments on other topics and ideas that we can talk about. But until then, stay safe, stay healthy. God bless.